Shalom Rav Yisrael Echad Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav Yisrael Echad Tasim Leolam Ki Atahu Melech Adon B'chol HaShalom Israel, b'chol עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. Shalom Rav Yisrael Echad Tasim Leolam 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 Shalom Rav Yisrael
Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hashem Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hashem Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hashem Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu I need a sign to let me know you're here, 'cause all of these lights are being drawn out in the atmosphere. I need to know that things are gonna look up, 'cause I feel us drowning in a sea spilled from a cup. And there is no safe place and no place safe to lay my head. You can feel the world shake with the words that I said. And I calling all you angels. And I calling all you angels. Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharei Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malachei HaMelachim.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Sorry for the slight delay there. Somewhere out in the crowd, there's a capo that I need for my guitar, but we will not let that deter us from moving forward. I'd like to welcome you all to Shabbat here at Temple Beth Israel, whether you're here with us in the sanctuary or if you are in Cyber Shul somewhere out there in space. Cantor Paul Bush. I serve here with Rabbi Jonathan Kupitz, and Rabbi will not be with us tonight, but we hope you will enjoy and derive some spiritual uplift. Problem solved. We're going to start with our opening nigun. Goes something like this. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da da da. Ya da da da. Yada die 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 die. Yada die die. Yada die die. Yada die 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 die. Yada yada. Die 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 die. Join us. Yada die 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 die. Yada die 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 die. Yada die 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 die. Yada die 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 die. Yada die 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 die. Yada die. Yada die 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 die. Yada die 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 die. Yada die. Yada die. Ya die 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 ya die die ya die. Ya da die 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 die. Very quiet now. Yada die 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 die. 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 So nice to be here with you and to celebrate Shabbat, and we will begin the opening part of our service now that we've kind of made a connection with the nigun with the lighting of Shabbat candles. So I invite you to all rise. If you are in the sanctuary, the Sidurim are in your seat packs. Will be on page 2, and if you're joining us virtually, there are virtual Sidurs available, both as Kindle ebooks and I believe as a flip book on the CCAR Press website. Kindle books are on Amazon, and we'll begin by reading the top paragraph on the left-hand side of the page. Page 3. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kirishanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. You may be seated. In just a moment, we'll continue as one on page 20 with Lecha Dodi, but before we do that, I just want to give us all just a brief moment of quiet reflection to think about as our Siddur encourages us to the week that is about to pass, its challenges, its successes, its tender moments, and its challenging moments, and reflect on those. And when we have completed that reflection, we'll be ready to welcome the Shabbat Queen with Lecha Dodi on page 20th. Just take a moment. We'll join with verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Enei Shabbat, Enei Shabbat, Nekabela, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Sorry, I forgot to wave my hand. Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Shamol Zachor B'dibor Echad Tishmianu El Hamyuchan Adonai Echad Ushemo Echad L'Shemo Tiferet V'Litchila Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Likrat Shabbat Lechuven Elcha Kihi Mekor Abracha Merosh Mikadem Nesucha Toma'aseh B'makshevat Chila Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Hit oreri Kivarech Kumi ori uri uri Shedaberi Kivor Adonai Aleich Nigla Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. 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 I invite you to rise, face the entrance, and welcome the Shabbat bride as she arrives. Bohi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha uv'tzola toch emunei am segula Voi kala Voi kala Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. Lechadodi Likrat Kala B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. I invite you to remain standing if you are able and turn with me to page 26 for Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah
ועלמא דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחיי יכון וביום יכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר וירומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו לעילה בין כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen.
Baruch Hu, page 28. What key?
Yada die die die, 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 yada die die die. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Do you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu at Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yada dai dai dai, 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 yada dai dai dai. Yada die die die, yada die die die.
May be seated. Bottom of page 31. Let's read together. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Last three lines in the Hebrew on 30.
El Chai v'Kayam, Tamidim l'chaleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim.
Page 32. Everlasting love, you have offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai. who loves your people, Israel. Last 4 lines.
ואהבתך התסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו Israel.
If it is your custom to rise for Shema, I'd invite you to do so, and you are able on page 34.
Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaen. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaen. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Let's join together on page 37. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words that I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Last paragraph on 36.
Leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher Hotzei Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot Lachem Lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. We continue with our song at the sea, Michamocha, on page 40. kamocha va'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar b'hakodesh nora tehilot osei v'eleh מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים זה לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד יאי דה 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 די די יאי דה די 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 יאי דה דה די 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 יאי דה די דה דה די די דה די 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 Die, 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 die. Yeah, die, 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 Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Kivad Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. We continue with Hashkivenu, our prayer that asks for God's Sukkot Shlomecha, tabernacle of peace, to be placed over us as we sleep, and that we be renewed unto life in the morning. May this be God's will. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha ushmot zetenu uvoenu ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Ushmot Zeitenu Umoenu. Losing my voice. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu Baruch atah Adonai Haporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Got a little friend came to visit right here.
We give thanks for the gift of Shabbat with Vishamru, page 44. But we can snap our fingers to the... Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Lasur et HaShabbat L'Torah Tamirit Olam Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Lasur et HaShabbat L'Torah Tamirit Olam Beini uvein b'nei Israel Oti leolam Oti leolam, Oti leolam, Veshamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Lasur et HaShabbat L'Torah Tamirit Olam. Ki sheshet yamim Atsa Adonai Et hashamayim Ve'et ha'aretz Ve'shamru b'nei Israel Et HaShabbat Lasur et HaShabbat L'Torah Tamirit Olam. Uveyom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Asur et HaShabbat L'Torah Tamirit Olam. As we turn to page 46, we'll find the words that open the gate to the tefillah, the core portion of our service. I'll start the chant of Adonai Svatai along with the band, and as you feel so moved, and as you are able, I invite you to rise and join me. First on pages, obviously 46 for Adonai Svatai, then 48, 50, and 52. Or wherever your heart leads you.
na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai tiftach. Na 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 Ufi agid. Ufi agid Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai tiftach. Na 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 Ufi agid. Ufi agid Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Svatai tiftach. Na 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 Ufi agid. Ufi agid Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Koneh Hakol V'Zocher Chastei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem L'ma'an Shemo V'Ahava V'Lechozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai V'chayei Hakol Ata Rav Lehoshia Vashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem V'chalkel Chaim V'chesed V'chayei Hakol V'rachamim Rabim Somech noflim ve'rofeh holim umatir asurim umkayem emunato lishenei afar micha mocha bal gevurot umido melach melech memidum chayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai V'chayei hakol. 52. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Let's just take a few moments for silent reflection from the words of the book or the words of your heart. And when you've completed it, yours, you can feel free to be seated.
So normally when we come out of the Amidah, we conclude with something a little upbeat, whether it's our friend Menachem's Nigun or an Oseh Shalom. But tonight what we'd like to do is, and it particularly of the confluence of the anniversary of the event that this song was written for and the presence tomorrow evening here, right here on our bima, of the two individuals who wrote this. In November of 2018, just after the tragedy at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, the authors of the music being Donnie Zasloff and Eric Lindbergh of Nefesh Mountain, who will be here tomorrow evening, that we offer their song Tree of Life. I know the anniversary was a few days ago, on the 27th, but as I wasn't available to do it last week, I thought that we could share it now. Their song called Tree of Life. One, two, three, 2, 2, 3.
Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there. I am but a voice, just a cry in the air, but I sing nonetheless in this pain that we share. Oh, sweet friends, come and dry your eyes and hold each other by this tree of life. I'm angry and tired of this great divide, but I sing nonetheless with love on our side. Oh, sweet souls who feel broken now, we'll heal together somewhere and somehow. Time and again we have been let down, but we sing nonetheless, still whole and still proud. Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there.
So as I've mentioned, and I'm sure as you've noticed, Rabbi Kupitz is not with us this evening, although I always enjoy offering a Devar Torah, a word of Torah, when I get the opportunity to share some of the wisdom of my teachers and the people who have influenced me. We have the honor and privilege of hearing this evening from someone who has been an important figure in the life of Temple Beth Israel for many decades, and who has been conducting Torah study every Saturday morning for now 39 years. With great humility and pleasure, I'd like to welcome Mikey Ryan to the Bima to share a Devar Torah.
Thank you. Baruch atah Adonai, blessed is God, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, creator of the universe, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, who has commanded us through the righteous acts we perform, vitzivanu, la'asok b'divrei Torah, to study the words of Torah. And this we do now. Lech Lecha is the Torah portion for this week. It means go forth. I'm going to pay absolutely no attention to that. But we do meet some interesting characters in this Torah portion. We're introduced to Abram. Later he'll become Abraham. We're introduced to Sarai, later to become Sarah. We're introduced to Hagar, who will have Ishmael. And we are introduced to Lot. Oh, Lot. Lot is an archetype. Lot is Abram's nephew. So when God tells Abram to go forth, to a land that I will show you, Lot joins the trip. But that's all we know. He's coming along. The next time we see Lot, time has passed. They're in the land of Canaan. Both have become wealthy. Lots of land. There's some arguing about resources. So Abram says to Lot, so listen, we need to split up. If you go east, I'll go west. So Lot looks out, sees the fertile valley of the Jordan, and says, I'm going to head towards Sodom. You know, Sodom, the original sin city. Lot goes off. We next hear of Lot again. There's a war in the area. What a surprise that is. We have a bunch of kings fighting. Abram has stayed out of it. But now he gets word that Lot has been captured. So he says to himself, it's my brother's Haran's kid. I guess I have to do something. So he and 318 of his closest soldiers go and rescue Lot. So far I'm not hearing a thank you here from Lot. I'm hearing a lot of taking from Lot, but not a thank you from Lot. They part ways. Lot goes back to Sodom. That's going to be important next week. And Abram continues on. Years pass. Remember, Lot is family. Lot is a blood relation of Abram. Abram is getting, let's face it, old, in his late 90s. Sarah isn't a spring chicken either. She's long past childbirth. So Abram says to God, I'm supposed to be this multitude of nations, but it looks like I'm going to die childless. So I guess Eliezer, my chief of staff is going to inherit. Of course, that doesn't happen, but what's incredibly telling is that Abram didn't think of Lot. A blood relative. So the reason I think that Lot is an archetype is that Lot reminds me of the relative that shows up for the Passover Seder. You know, because it's family. But Lot doesn't care about the story of the Exodus. Lot is not moved by the miracles and the close relationship between God and Israel. Lot is coming because cousin Laura's Haroset is to die for. Lot is coming because, while he has to sit through the story, at least Uncle Paul keeps it to a half hour with a lot of catchy tunes.
45 minutes.
Okay, 45 minutes. Lots of catchy tunes. Now, the question that we're left with is, how many of us have a lot in our families? And if we do, when, if ever, do we write Lot off the way that Abram wrote Lot off when he thought of Eliezer, his chief of staff, being his inheritor and not a blood relation if he wasn't going to have children himself? And then the second question we're left with, because it doesn't seem that Abram did anything to try to convince Lot to establish a relationship with God. Abram had a relationship with God, Sarah had a relationship with God, Hagar had a relationship with God. Is there any obligation to try to bring God into the life of our family members? Baruch atah Adonai, blessed is God, hamlamed Torah lamo Yisrael, who has given the Torah to the people Israel. And let us say, Amen.
Thank you so much, Mikey. And tune in again next week to find out what happens to Lot and his family in the next exciting chapter of our story, Vayera. So we're going to take a moment to turn our thoughts and our hearts to those who are in need of healing in our families, in our community, in our world. If you have a name that you'd like to add online, please feel free to put it in the chat. And for those of us here in the sanctuary, I'll come around and have you share the name aloud. We're on page 253, Misha Berach.
O Holy One, blessed our mothers, who blessed our fathers from ancient days. Bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their names. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yimalei Rachami Alehem, Lehachzikam Urapeotam, V'yishlach lahem Refuah Shlema, Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, B'toch Sha'ar Cholei Yisrael. Oh, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their names. We ask for prayers of healing for Rebecca Gilman, Hannah Fields Austin, Sue Toback, Rosalind Lefkowitz, Helen Weinfeld, Pam Poliakoff, Connie Shapiro, Kathy Blumenfeld, Caitlin Antrim, Jennifer Rudin, Brad Hyland, Serena Postal, Bobby Kay, Robert Strober, Marilyn Lubarsky, Ellery Einstein, Patricia Kramer, Joan Morse, Nomi Kravitz, Craig Sachs, Simon Saul, Blair Pollock, Myra White, Lori Snyder, Charity Rezadeh, Mike Klein, Lily Morrison, Barbara Fass, Joel Beasy, Burton Gershman, David Bush, Howard Bush, Lawrence Lawson Spicer, Mark Fenton, Gloria Foster, Rita Warshaw, Ira Quatcher, Robert Gerard, Stephen Arzt, Adele Harris, Brenda Fong Gerard, Ron Friedlander, Harvey Sherman, Zach Gross, Jan Marcus, Fred Fable, Steve Sage, Olivia Gross, Maria Fragroso, Marla Fragroso, Candy Stevens, Eva Laxon, Mark Fenton, Martin Cole, Noah Teague, and Al Shapiro. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yimalei Rachamim Alehem. Oh, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their names.
So, as it is the first Shabbat in November, I am wondering if we have any November birthdays in the congregation. And if so, if you would give us the honor of inviting you to the bima and to offer a blessing. Come on down, everybody. Center line. I need a couple of relatively tall volunteers to hold the chuppah. So these beautiful human beings, all of whom have birthdays in November, are representative of the over 40 members of our community who have birthdays. I will acknowledge that we reminded them late, but that doesn't mean that they are not all in our hearts and in our thoughts as we offer the traditional blessing to those who are gathered underneath this beautiful talit this evening. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May the Holy One bless you and sustain you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May the Holy One turn the holy face toward you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And as that face is turned to you, may it send your way the most precious gift that can be offered, the gift of wholeness, the gift of shalem, and the gift of peace. As we say together, Amen. And a token of our appreciation for you sharing your birthday with us, we have the famous TBI chocolate birthday pencils, a collaborative effort with our chocolatier, now residing in San Diego County, Mark Feynman, but he's still providing these delicious tidbits. And as we send you off and on your way, I will pass one on to you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yom Huledet Sameach. That's right, folks. Come back next year. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday to them, and Toda Rabbah to our tall men of chuppah holding. I would like to invite back to the bima Candy Fisher, who has some announcements for us. Candy is representing our Board of Trustees this evening.
Shabbat Shalom to those of you online and in our sanctuary this evening. I'm Candy Fisher, representing your Board of Trustees, and I join you in thanking Cantor Bush for leading this evening's Shabbat service, and to Mikey Ryan for a very beautiful and meaningful Torah teaching. Thank you to Claudia Gonzalez for sharing her expertise and bringing our Shabbat service to a place beyond the walls of this sanctuary. Happy birthday again to those November babies. And to our amazing shul band, which is delightful to hear. Would you like to share the names of those individuals?
I will if you're...
Okay. Appreciation goes to our greeters this evening, Kylie Sykes, Leslie Miller, Phyllis Blackie, Sharon Sachs-Regalado, Lisa Hahn, and Judy Rose. Thank you to our ONEG committee for tonight's refreshments, as well as to our dedicated ONEG team. Following our service, we will gather in the social hall for kiddush, motzi, refreshments, and conversation. So please take this opportunity to get to know someone new. So I'd like to bring to your attention a number of upcoming events at our synagogue and in our Jewish community. In concert, in person, one night only, the Folk Music Center and the Jewish Federation, along with Temple Beth Israel, present one of today's hottest Americana and Jewish music groups, Nefesh Mountain, which Mikey taught me this evening is Soul Mountain. Fabulous group. Tomorrow night only at 7 p.m., right here in the social hall. And ticket information can be found in your weekly e-blast and the Kahila. This full-page information sheet tells you the site to go to buy tickets. They're still available, but they are selling fast. So I encourage you to please do that as soon as possible. It's a wonderful band, wonderful group. Please know that adult Jewish learning programs are in full swing right now, and many wonderful opportunities for learning present themselves at our temple. Please know, too, that Mahjong has started up at Temple Beth Israel, so look in your Kahila for the announcement of their dates. They do meet 2 Wednesdays a month, and it can be a lot of fun. So this coming Wednesday evening, November 9th, starting at 7:30, the Jewish Federation is offering a very timely program on Zoom. It's Countering Active Threat Training. You will need to register with the Jewish Federation by Monday to receive the Zoom link. And finally, to kick off 2023, plans are already underway for 2 exciting events. On Saturday, January the 28th, Fantastic Feasts and Where to Find Them is a movable feast for our children and their adults. And on Saturday, February 4th, is a red carpet night, a movable feast for grown-ups. So please stay tuned for more updates. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much, Candy, for sharing all of the activities that we have coming up and for doing such a wonderful job of promoting tomorrow night's concert that I have very little to say, but that won't stop me from saying it anyways. Tickets are still available. They will be available through most of tomorrow afternoon. If you find yourself without tickets, we will be able to accommodate you at the door, but please bring cash or we will take credit cards if you don't have cash, but we're expecting really pretty much of a full house at this point. Sales have really picked up over the last few days, which we appreciate. And I've talked to Donnie and Eric and the rest of the guys, and they are really looking forward to being back here for the show that was supposed to have taken place the first week of January. But for reasons that I don't have to explain, we decided to postpone until this November. So, and if you're watching, you happen to be watching and you're in the South Bay area, they will be in Manhattan Beach on Sunday. So, although we would love to have you drive an hour and a half to come and join us, you can see them. You can see them on Sunday down there at Tiferet Jacob. Anyway, thanks so much to my wonderful shul band. buddies and fellow musicians here on percussion, Chris Gacci and Jeff Klein on woodwinds, and the oboe is back, and I'm so happy to hear it. Dana Sundin, Ed Beardsley on bass, and Reed Gratz. And I do want to give a shout out from my heart to our regular shul band member, Al Shapiro, and we mentioned him in the Misha Berach. I would just ask those who know him and those who don't know him, please hold him in your hearts. He's going through a difficult health situation, so our hearts are with Al this night and until he is granted a refuah shlema. May it come speedily and soon. Aleinu l'shabeach is found on page 282 in your Siddur. As we close our service, I invite you to rise if you are able and join me.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשינו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 287. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We take this moment to remember those who have passed from our midst in recent days and those who have died at this season in years past. We particularly remember Gertrude Bleich, Warren Estrin, Roberta Goldstein, Jesse Nathanson, Jack Parnas, Ida Braverman, Robert Bach, Pauline Chelmer, Max Saul Chesler, Irving Herman, Ruth Mendelson, Rachel Wager Lacrosse, Jack Bleich, Bluma Bog, Rose Levine Buxbaum, Lillian Ruth Veen or Wine, Ann Baker, Samuel Berliner, Rose Levine Buxbaum, Edwin Greenfield, Milton Harvey Levine, Sophie Abramovitz, Ronald Berg, Ronald Kramer, Norton Levy, Mitzi Lipsit, Sandra Mast, Bill McAdam, Michael Molnar, Jeff Blendman, Winifred Kellner, and Fritz Silton. If you have a name that you'd like to add and you're on with us virtually, please put it in the chat. Otherwise, please rise and let me know the names you'd like to add. If you're in a time of mourning or observing a yurtzeit, I would ask you to rise now, please. And if it is your custom to rise in love and support of those who mourn, I ask everyone to do so if you are able, and join me on page 294 for Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyom echon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'imrum amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Before we move to our closing song, which will be the bottom paragraph on 321, and if you're able to remain rising, if you're able to remain standing, and if you are comfortable to connect with your neighbor, that would be wonderful. I do want to say a brief word about next week's Shabbat evening service. Next week we have family service at 6:30 here in the sanctuary in person. So if you are, if you have younger children and want to join us here in the sanctuary, that's great. We'll also be, of course, online at 6:30. And then our 7:30 service, it being Veterans Day, although we would recognize it even if it was on a different day, we will have a special program that Paula Steinbach and Simon Saul are helping us put together to honor our Jewish war veterans, especially the Jewish women war veterans. Got one over there. Bottom of 321, Be'ado.
Be'ado av kidruchi, ve'ein ishan ve'a'ira, ve'imruchi geviati, Adonai li ve'lo ira, ve'imruchi geviati, Adonai li ve'lo ira. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Safely in your hand. Be'ado, be'ado av kidduchi, ve'ein ishan ve'a'ira, ve'imruchi geviati, Adonai li ve'lo ira, ve'imruchi geviati, Adonai li ve'lo ira. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom in Cyber Shul. Shabbat Shalom here. Those of you who are here, please join us for Kiddush and Motzi in the social hall. Thank you again to Mikey Ryan for her words of Torah, and to the Shul Band for uplifting music, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.